Okay, Coach. Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New England Patriots and the New York Jets. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7th. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run, watch the run.
You're out.
Shift.
Hey, Sam on. Cut.
Check.
Go.
They'll try the left side. Turner. And some room to work. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 39 yards there, a big one. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys, good. Backside guys,
nah.
That's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain. Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
On 2nd down now, it's Alexander. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
On 1st and 10, Bowman. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 15-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
So that first quarter touchdown does much more than just give them momentum. I mean, this is probably going to go a long way towards erasing what's gone down with them in the last couple of games where they lost both of them.
Yeah, they were struggling going into the open week. Maybe that open week came at a good time.
Sometimes you just have to get away, right? I wonder if they just took the whole philosophy of take the week, get out of here, let's come back and regroup fresh.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. The 60 Pittsburgh.
56. Gotta do better. Come on, QB, come on.
Sony Michel, his first carry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered You've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Check nickel 61, matchbox lights. Snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Daniels. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox.
Ready? 60 outlaw. 80 weapons. Hey, Haywood. Shoot.
To throw on third down. Daniels. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. A big play there. His third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Jets take over at their own 34-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up.
Set 50, plant.
Mike. Hey, get away from me.
Hey, wahoo. 5.
Throwing on first down. Bowman. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now a give, right side. It's Turner. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Let's go now. 90 Wolf.
Back to throw. Bowman. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. His kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can try to have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. So this helps to start a drive. After the penalty, it'll be 1st and 5.
Recon, 132 fighter.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Call it a gain of a couple there as it'll leave him with a second and just 3.
A 2-yard gain brings up 2nd down at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they'll march off another 15 against your squad.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
Looking to throw. Daniels. That is caught at the 7. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Let's go. 10 Lobo.
58, come on. Let's go, team. It's going to be a long day offense.
And they'll turn to a power game to try to get in. It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
15, Lonnie. 15 Lonnie.
Cut. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Smooth. Now.
On 2nd down, Felton. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal.
Check, check, check. Watch the eye.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh.
I'm going to run you over. I'm going to run you over.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And his kick is indeed good. And that gets him back within a single point. It's now 10-9. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That's it, baby. We don't work.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that. And they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see.
Check 53's mine. Man, let's get some penetration.
On second down now. It's Turner, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Let's go.
On the double. Look at me. Door.
They're not ready for this. They still
They'll run on first down. Turner.
Take it back.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 8. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Back to throw. Bowman. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
This interception will go on the record of the quarterback, but as a receiver, you've got to understand where you are in the field. Middle portion, you know it's going to come in hot. Square your body to the quarterback and be ready to make the catch.
Let's go now.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about a 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He'll put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about
Toe bashed
that.
it.
Super toe.
Here we go. 90 Wolf.
Don't get nervous now. We ain't beginning to tear you up. Don't get nervous.
Ready?
Now a first down carry. It's Michelle. And he's got some space here. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Sony Michel, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. So the Patriot offense stays out there, and they'll line up and go for 2.
6-6, pull it high. Snap.
They'll try and throw for it. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And he'll give it here to his running back. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a 1st down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
53, Mike. Hey, check.
Get it.
Looking to throw. Bowman. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a 1st.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, with the kind of half he's had, I think we can forgive him that run, right? Not every run's going to be a big play, is it?
No, and also the blocking just wasn't there. No room to run.
Yeah, defensively, they got to find a way to build on that because he's eating them alive in the 1st half.
To throw on 2nd down, Bowman. And that'll be incomplete. Michael Gallup, that's who he was looking for. And that'll make it 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bowman looking for the end zone. Oh, it's a touchdown if he holds on. Instead, it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And the lead is cut to 2 now. It's 15-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This one taken just inside the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
56.
Watch the slant. Watch the slant.
What?
11.
The first throw here for the backup Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Pilot, 64, read. Shift.
Now Michelle. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
Here we go. 15 line.
Hey, watch it.
Ready?
On first down, Daniels. That's complete to Turner. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
And a Patriot first down.
Set, ready? 60 or.
Some got man.
Two.
Now they'll look to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Bucky Hodges, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now the extra point. And he atones for his miss the first time around, as this one is up and good to extend their lead.
22, Jets 13.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one, as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offense.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Keep in mind, he had the 3-interception game last week, so we requested to talk with him this week. He was all smiles. He's still all smile.
Yeah, and we didn't jinx him at all, did we?
No.
Because ordinarily that happens. Things fall off, but not in this case. I think a lot of it goes back to his technique. His ability to see the quarterback throw the ball while understanding where the receiver is running his route allows him to make a lot of plays on the football, and he's taking it away at a really high rate.
Go now. 50, play.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 46.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Daniels. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Daniels. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
X3, 218, chopper.
56, Mike, 56.
To throw on 2nd down. Daniels finding Knox there, complete. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
General West.
They'll run out of the gun with Michelle, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This will be fielded at the 17. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
Don't get nervous. Snap.
Looking to throw on second down. Bowman looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fleming. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now first and 10.
Hey, team 6. Team 6. Shoot.
Operating from the gun, Bowman. And he fires one incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 30.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This quarterback now just 6 of 15 through the air. Not good, but first and 10 here. A little bit of space there for the first down run as that's going to get him about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's second and 5. Second and 5. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Fleming. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 21 yards. They come out with one back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. Give him 4 on the carry there at second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh.
They'll keep it on the ground. Turner, and he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Routine spill.
From the gun, Daniels. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19. Back to throw. Daniels. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniels. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's crazy.
22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
Check safety.
Right. Snap.
On 3rd down, Felton. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Ready.
Mike's 56. No.
61, matchbox lights.
That's right.
2.
On 1st and 10, Daniels. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
On 2nd down, Michelle. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Check like 33. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get it.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. And I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
At the 21-yard line.
Let's go.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Here we go. Here we go.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
The Jets on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw. Bowman. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 47.
Mike 52, Mike 52.
Let's go, tight end. Let's go right here now.
2nd and 11. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. That brings up 3rd down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. For the right side here, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Set, ready? 30 base.
Check 53.
Hey, Alpha.
Watch the curl.
Snap.
From the gun, Bowman. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 13. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They begin with Michelle on the ground, and he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
60 or.
Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
Check 6-6. Pull it high. Grab cover. Put it.
To throw on 2nd down, Daniels getting this into the hands of Turner. 22 yards there, a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Let me know right now. You better bring. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, we got
Off play action. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Topper! Topper!
Undercrunch! Undercrunch! Kill! Turn up! Kill! Turn up!
Get it!
To throw again. Daniels. And Diggs has it. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
You got time right there.
Back to throw. Daniels able to find Turner. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hey, exit!
Whip!
General West!
Watch the whip!
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Let's get there. He's coming. We got double up. Kill.
On the ground is Michel. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
58, Mike.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Now for the point after. Precision. That's the definition of it right there. Great pass, great catch for the score.
Yeah, people talk about arm strength all the time. Well, if you're not precise and you're not accurate, the arm strength really doesn't matter. We saw a little bit of everything with that throw.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty's not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And 3 interceptions in this game. I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Bowman. He's able to find Wallace. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Looking to throw. Bowman. He's going to let it fly. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Off the bootleg. Daniels. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56.
Operating from the gun, Daniels. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
First down.
Okay, ready?
53. Check 53. Hey, they're scared. They're scared.
So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for New England, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they are barely afloat as they fall to 4-5. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready up.
56 is the mic. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D.
Let's go. Switch.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First down Lions on a pickup of 13.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Well, they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up 2nd and 7. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board.
Let's go now.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. From the gun, Daniels. Open man, it's Allen. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. Well, that's how they envisioned it. Get the football to start the game and score it.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible, or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it. So those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
I got one.
King. Watch out.
Throwing. Mayfield going for the deep ball. He's got a man. Complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 54 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there. And a second effort gets him in. Touchdown, Packers. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point attempt to come here. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Now a hit and a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Back to throw. Daniels. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already got into the end zone. But good coverage and make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
And to give this time to the tailback. Not much there, maybe a couple up to the 35.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
On 3rd down, Daniels. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
91.
Let's go. Let's get this ball back to the offense. Let's go.
Go. Hit it.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. The Lions with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun, Daniels. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. And into the red zone now. And, Charles, they told us offense in the red zone was a focus this week in practice.
A huge priority, and the key was to get points. So you know that all the time during the week they talked about executing, taking care of the football, no big mistakes. Make sure they put points on the board and come out of it with that.
Check.
Alert! Alert! Alert!
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. A nice display of power, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Check 13. Check 13.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for...
And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. DeMarcus Lawrence. Make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Back to throw. Daniels. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. From the gun, Daniels. He's got Allen. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Operating from the gun, Daniels. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 2nd and 1. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
47.
Hey, Echo.
Check, check.
My time.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Tighten down. There you go.
My time.
From the gun, Mayfield. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
180. Pistol.
And again, it's Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Mayfield brings him up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Mayfield with it once more. And a throw right sideline is complete. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
180.
Mark 47. Hey, watch the screen.
A 1st down throw for Mayfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Check, 47.
I got him.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
1st and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
Got it.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Run. Switch.
Hurry. Up.
March 47.
Following the penalty, it's Kamara. And he struggles to get a yard here, maybe a yard, down to the 31.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He'll let this go for the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
Ready,
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Look at me. Sure. Go.
Alert 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
One advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. That 2nd down run a big help as 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Check back.
56.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Looking left side, he's got it complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Lions are going to jump back in front.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together. and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Micah Hyde. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
Ah, you're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while. Have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they gave up the pick six, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up. But you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though.
Check nine.
Now Kamara. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Brings up second and 12 at the 36-yard line.
Mike 47. We own them.
Mayfield on play action. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 43. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Now it's Kamara in the passing game. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Mayfield looks to throw, and his throw is incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. Here's Mayfield. Incomplete.
Mayfield's pass, intended for number 89, incomplete. Brings up third down and 10.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10.
58, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 50.
Five.
They go play action. Mayfield. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's incomplete, almost intercepted. He had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. It brings up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot a bit.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. And with a flag on the field, and that one looks to be in the area where someone was held. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw. Daniels. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Back to throw. Daniels. Right back for Allen. This time he finds him complete. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
From the gun on 3rd down, Daniels. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. He's been big. 2 touchdowns earlier. Now he's got a 1st down here. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Leo.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Check.
Go.
And they give this time to the tailback. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he's able to bring it out 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the 4th, a costly turnover.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
At the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. With that matchup, the adjustment that was made, you have a blazing guy on a blazing guy, and defensively, he won that battle.
The closing speed is the key. When you have a guy that fast and he can close at the end of a play and knock it away, that's a big deal, and we just saw him do it right there.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer 1st down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Caught by the tight end Ertz. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 22-yard line. First down, Mayfield. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Regular.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the 4th quarter. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Let's go, Heavy. Let me what you got.
King.
Give me some.
Mayfield down. Flush to his right. And he's got it. The conversion good, and we are tied in the 4th. Still time to work with on the clock, but they wanted to tie now, and they got it.
And I love their aggressiveness. Go ahead and get it done. Get the game tied. Now your team has the momentum, and you're staring across the field saying, let's see if you can match us.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You'd better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Packers' 46-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 8. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. 3rd and long coming up defensively. You pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. If you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 33.
Pardon, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Crunch. Check it back.
Hey, lock it. Let's go.
Now a handoff working right. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. The Lions now going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. 2nd and 11. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. It's more coming. It's more where it came from.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
It's our time. It's our time.
Now they'll run on the draw. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 14 and a first down for Detroit.
A gain of 14. First down, Lions.
Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So everything rests now on the right foot of Austin Seibert. With 3 seconds to go, this for the win. And his kick here is good. And the Lions are going to win this game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for Detroit, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll be off to Oakland next week for a date with the Raiders. So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.